This one kind of comes with a story, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll tell you where we found these things, but these are Pop-Tarts, but they are Eggo Pop-Tarts, as in Lego My Eggo.
Lego My Eggo. This is weird to me. This is kind of like a weird, this is like toast flavored crackers or, like cinnamon roll flavored donuts.
It's a very strange thing. Now, Bradley, would you like to tell the story of how these arrived to us today?
Sure. I mean, I walked in one day, and I think before I headed into the prep room, I stopped off to get some coffee in the little kitchenette area here at myTalk 107 headquarters. And
that's what we call it.
What's that?
I said that's what we call it.
Yeah. And we of course share this space with other places, radio stations, television stations. None as glamorous, of course, as myTalk 107.1. Thank you. But there was somebody had left out a box of these Eggo flavored Pop-Tarts and another treat. And I was like, oh, and whenever there's stuff in the kitchenette, it's, free for all. Fair game.
Yeah,
you
we're all in.
Take these. So I nabbed a couple of these Pop-Tarts, came into the prep room, and you guys were like, oh, do you know the story of these Pop-Tarts? And I was like, no, I just saw free Pop-Tarts and I thought we could try it for cheat day.
Well, this is where Holly takes over, because Holly was the one that heard the actual story of how the Pop-Tarts ended up in the kitchenette.
Yeah, well, allegedly, supposedly, and I don't have the complete story, but that these were consumed by other individuals who also wanted to share their opinions of sampling of interesting food stuff.
So perhaps they were doing a cheat day Friday of their own, but not on a Friday?
Maybe allegedly, supposedly. I cannot 100% confirm nor deny, but that was the information relayed to me because I asked upon seeing these treats in the kitchenette. I was like, ugh, what's that?
That's a Holly's reaction to anything.
Yeah.
In the weird treat department. Frankly.
It's true.
Also, I would just like to say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
And so we are flattered. Thank you for imitating.
But that said, we got free treats. So thanks for sharing your treats with us. All right. Colleen, do you want to describe what's before you?
The first thing I need to describe is the odor, because I
love that you chose the word odor.
Well, because that's what it feels like to me. When you brought these in, I felt it. I had my sense of smell was engaged before any other sense.
And what was that smell?
Bad, really.
Oh,
I mean, it's just
okay.
You brought one toasted, one untoasted.
Yeah, so it's a Eggo Pop-Tart. It's toast. One was toasted, and then I didn't have time to toast 3. So I literally was like, well, here's what we're going to do. We're each going to try one half that's toasted, because we're old school like that.
Yeah.
I grew up in a world where you only toasted Pop-Tarts, and if you didn't, that was weird. There's something wrong with you if you don't toast your Pop-Tart.
And then we got lazy.
And then, of course, Holly's generation was like, toaster.
Yeah.
I don't even know her.
No.
And so I thought, let's try a little from column A, a little from column B. And to your point, Colleen, they do have an odor. And the odor, I will say for the listener who can't smell it, is like maple syrup. But it's that like log cabin / Mrs. Butterworth artificial maple.
Yeah, and it's confusing to the eye because it's not drizzled over the top.
Looks like mustard.
That's what I was going to say. What is drizzled looks like
egg.
And is that supposed to be butter? Is that what I'm supposed to be getting from the look of that?
Do I look like I work at Pop-Tart?
But I'm wondering if that's what they want us to think.
Maybe.
Well, what else were they supposed to do with it?
Are you okay over there?
This also smells like the dirty dishes after you eat the log cabin syrup and you're trying to wash them and the water is hot.
Yes, Holly.
So it has that like...
It's like an off-gassing.
You have gunk on your mic there.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know if it's like Lego My Eggo.
It might
gunk.
be. You don't know because stuff is going on.
I'm sorry. Okay, so somebody shove it in your pie hole. Which one do you want to start with? The hot?
I'm gonna. You know what? I want to start with the non-hot because I always felt like they were better toasted. Now I did crack off the end that doesn't have any filling because
I can't. It's so hard to see because it's so bright.
I know. Anyway.
So you're putting the cold one in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. I am.
I will say when you smell it, it smells like a Pop-Tart with maple. maple Pop-Tart because it's got that sort of like pastry, crusty smell.
This is definitely a weird experience.
Why? It kind of smells salty.
Because your eyes are going to tell you Pop-Tart, and then your mouth is going to want to reach for Eggo. But what you're going to get is like a strange, crunchy, cinnamony feeling, mouthfeel. I don't know. I'm not getting the Eggo.
I got a back end of Eggo.
I got a back end of syrup, of maple. I got a rear syrup.
Okay.
Bradley,
I'm going to
what do you
pretend
think?
you didn't just say the words rear syrup on our show.
Did we all just do the untoasted one?
No, I did the toasted
okay.
one.
Thoughts?
I would look, Pop-Tart wise, I would eat this because to me it's just like a cinnamon Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Which I love cinnamon. And frankly, I would choose it over like a fruit Pop-Tart because like weird fruit flavor, I don't know, it's not my jam. And I think we've had like something with cinnamon filling Pop-Tart before.
Mm-hmm.
So it tastes vaguely familiar. The maple is like, it's fine. It kind of like, I feel like in my mouth, it's a mouthful of crackers and maple syrup. I'm in college.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have breakfast food.
Yeah.
But I have a sleeve of saltines and a jug of Mrs. Butterworth's. And I have just done shots of those things in my mouth.
Yeah. I will tell you, I just took a bite of the toasted one. It is a far preferred experience.
The untoasted one actually has more Eggo sensation than the toasted one.
Really? What is this Eggo sensation you speak of?
It just tastes like
I'm going to try it.
Back end Eggo.
Don't say back end Eggo. Do you mean in the back of your throat?
Just like once you complete
it
the
finishes
chewing,
Eggo.
it finishes Eggo.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sensation. I've been closing my eyes and eating these to see what kind of flavor journey I've been going on. And the Eggo is more prominent in the room temperature.
There's just like a weird. What I don't like is there's like a weird, like, crusty.
Yep. On the outside.
Like bland. Like I don't know. That said,
I'm trying
I would
to figure
literally
out if it wants
eat.
to be butter or something.
I would literally eat the whole sleeve.
Okay,
so
well.
I don't know what that says. What do you give it? What's your rating?
I'm gonna give it a 2 3/4.
Oh.
2 3/4 Cobras.
Holly?
1.5. I'm throwing it
Oh my
in the
God.
trash. Bye.
Okay.
I would give it a solid 3.5, you guys.
All right.
All right.
Well, there you go. Who do you trust?
A range of opinions.
True.
Try it yourself.
Exactly. When we come back on the Colleen and Bradley show, celebrities behaving badly, we call them
D-bags.
after this on myTalk 1071.